Hi everyone, Jessie Condor here, Platinum Premier for Team Dream Pink, and tonight I wanted to share with you a few ideas about how you can use samples in your business. So the first thing that I wanted to talk about is just reminding you that it's okay to make your own samples. All of us who have been here for a long time started out making our own samples because we didn't have any pre-made samples. There were literally no samples in the portal. That wasn't even a thing. It didn't exist. We all built very successful businesses making our own samples, and it's okay. Yes, you want to do it in a cleanly manner. Yes, you want to keep it looking professional, but don't be afraid to make your own samples. It gives you a greater variety. You can customize your pampering experience for your guests, and it saves you money. I think a lot of times it's a better value, plus you're going to get PV and commissions on any products that you use to make samples. It's also a great tax write-off, so don't be afraid to make your own samples. The next thing that I want to talk to you about is a few of my favorite products to use for making samples. So probably my number one favorite product for making samples is a Snarky bar. This is an older one. If you only have older products, don't be afraid to sample them out. People can still get the experience of a Snarky bar, even if they need to pick a different scent. Not a big deal. So I love sampling Snarky bars because they're so easy. You don't have to warm them up. You don't have to buy anything special. Literally, a butter knife will cut right through this and make perfect, great little samples. Throw them in a bag. Make sure you label what it is. Add a sticker, and you're good to go. Another thing that I love to do in things like Laycons are body butters or anything in a big tube. So things like Hips Don't Lie, Totes Oats, BFF Face Wash, Night and Day Moisturizer, Complexion Perfection. Anything that comes in that bigger tube is generally a great value to make samples out of. Another great thing is anything that comes in a big black tub. So the stripper, body butters, body scrubs, all of those make great samples because you can get a lot out of that container, and that's going to help stretch your dollar even farther. If you know me, I'm a cheapskate, so I love anything that's a great value. The next thing that I wanted to share with you is how I use samples in my business. I am not a random sampler. I don't hand out samples at the gas station or at the grocery store. I don't use samples at events, and I definitely don't use samples at parties. Most of the time in my business, I use full-size testers. So instead of samples, I would use something like a full-size Big Fat Yummy hand cream. Whip it out at the grocery store, use it. The scent alone is going to capture the attention of the people around you. They're going to ask you about it. You can put it right into their hand and they can try it. You don't have to use samples for everything. But when we are talking about using samples, one of the ways that I do use them is in my Facebook parties. So I started using a Google document, Google form, keep it in my Google Drive. I got that idea from Gold Premier Jamie Benson, so thanks Jamie for the great tip, and I keep this Google Drive and this Google form ready all the time. And what it has in there, it asks them their name, their address, make sure you include city, state, and zip code because people forget that you don't know where they live, their email, and then I ask them if they are interested in being added to my VIP group, if they're interested in hosting a party, or if they're interested in earning extra money. So I make sure I hit up those book, VIP, and recruiting points in my Google form. I do ask them if they have any special requests or any allergies that I should be aware of before I send them samples. And I keep this Google document ready, and it's just a very simple link that's easy to share. And it is my second post in every Facebook party. So my first post, I introduce myself, I thank my host, tell them a little bit about Posh, but my very next post in every single Facebook party is putting up this Google document and offering free samples. I feel like this really sets our party experience apart. So many online parties these days, right? We are invited to every online party you can imagine, but 9 times out of 10, you're having to just shop online. We can offer a pampering experience and really set our parties apart by allowing people to try before they buy. I love that about home parties, and I want to offer my online parties the same experience. So I put my Google Doc up, I encourage the host to tag her friends, and I post this several times at the beginning of the party so that people don't forget about it. Once I get those people in there, I have all of their information and I am ready to go. So this is what I do. I use these little small mailers. These are from valuemailers.com. They are very affordable. They're small. You can fit a few samples, a business card, and a thank you note in here. And they mail for between $2.60 and $2.75, depending on where they're going and what you put in here. So it's affordable, it's not overwhelming. I'm not sending a Posh paper. I'm not sending tons of information. This is purely samples for Facebook parties. So here's my cute little envelope. You will notice that I have this branded with my face. So that is just my personal business logo that I use. And those stickers are printed from Vistaprint. It's their large round sticker that you can throw your own face and your own logo on. This is a great thing. It sets you apart. It looks professional. People love to get something in the mail that's not a bill, right? So it's fun to get a pink pampering pack with a cute sticker on it in the mail. So here's my envelope. Here's my branding. And then I always put in there a thank you note. So my thank you note is just a simple card from the portal, and I write them a personal note. I would say something like, hey Jessica, thank you so much for taking the time out of your busy day to try Perfectly Posh. Review these samples in the party and I will add a free gift to your order. Thanks so much, Jessie. Keep it short, keep it sweet. Now I like to offer a free gift when they order. Here's the deal. I'm not giving out any prizes or anything until they actually place the order, and then I can choose whatever free gift I want. I'm a big fan of all mixed ups. You can mail that separately from home if you have them on hand. I like to add lip balms to orders or check out the closeout section. Sometimes you can get really good deals. A $5 chunk or a $5 hand cream makes a great addition to an order as a thank you. And if you're getting them to review samples in your party, you're going to get so much better interaction. People trust their friends and their acquaintances way more than they trust you. They may not even know you. So it's a great opportunity to get really good interaction and personal reviews of the products on your Facebook parties. The next thing that I include is just a business card, a very simple business card, and then a couple of samples. People ask me all the time, how many samples do you send? I say between 2 and 4. It depends on what I have on hand. One really important tip is that you don't send everyone in the party the same samples. So what I do is I just have all my sample packs built at one time. I mix them up. They're totally random. And then I mix them up in my box. And so I just grab them on the random, unless somebody has a skin allergy that I'm aware of. Everybody just gets a random pack of samples. That way in the party they're getting a big mix of product reviews. So in this particular pack I had a face mask, a chunk, a body butter, and a hand cream. All different scents, all different types of products. I'm not going to send someone 4 hand creams. Hand cream feels the same. It's just a different scent. So make sure that you send them different products. Once I send all of those products out, then you'll start to see those reviews popping up in the party. Comment, interact, ask them what they thought about it. You are going to get so much better results from your Facebook parties when people can try before they buy. So that's how I use samples in my business. I'm not a random sampler. I don't hand them out at the gas station or the grocery store, but I do utilize samples in my business. Remember, samples sitting in your office are not making you money. I know you have the tendency to want to hold on to them, especially when they're so hard to grab in the portal sometimes, but they're not making you any money. I hope those tips are helpful to you today, and I hope that you guys have an awesome Tuesday training. Talk to you later. Bye.